Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Castlevania Dracula X, or Vampire Kiss as it's known in the European markets. This is Soul Player and welcome. Alright people, welcome back to my new Let's Play. Things are going to be a bit different compared to the other Let's Plays that I've been recording and planning so far. It's going to be a bit different because I just want to see how I fare at recording with no notes. You see, for the first Castlevania game and for Castlevania 3, I took a plethora of notes while recording, and I noticed, especially with Castlevania 3, if you watch the last parts, the final part, you notice that I paused a lot, and so I realized that I'm over-relying on my notes a bit too much instead of, focusing on getting things done, if that makes sense. There were a lot of pauses. We'll get to the game, just don't worry. There were a lot of pauses, and that's not really good for a commentator. What I've learned through my researching to be a commentator, there has to be a flow, from what I understand. A flow of information to be set through. And so I'm gonna try to make my flow because I felt a bit anxious, to be honest. I'm just like I don't normally speak this much, and this is a bit strange. But you know what? That's fine. With experience, everything will come through. Anyways, this is Castlevania Dracula X. Why this game, and why am I not using notes on this one like I have with the other Castlevania games? Well, Castlevania Dracula X, I didn't even have plans to record this game. Honestly, it was off the cusp, and I just wanted to just see how far I can get. I chose this game too because there isn't much to talk about in terms of researching. I know that for sure. What you understand, if you don't know anything about Dracula X / Vampire Kiss, is that this game is a sort of, how do you say, not a remake, more like an alternative take of another game that came out, I think, a year or two before Castlevania Rondo of Blood. My voice cracked. Rondo of Blood. So really, the research is going to go towards that playthrough than this one. That's literally the only interesting thing about this. That's just an alternative take of a vastly superior game by most people's standards. However, there's things about this game that's already pretty amazing. Like visually for the Super Nintendo, this game's really beautiful. Like, look at the fire there. Like, my god, that looks wonderful. And the detailed backgrounds and buildings. Look at that Cerberus cat, or whatever it is, which I happen to kill. He's actually a pretty difficult boss fight for first-time players. Or just look at this. Look at that brick. They didn't have to go that far, but it just looks wonderful. Castlevania Dracula X is sort of a black sheep compared to the other classic Castlevania games. A lot of people generally don't like this game, and I can understand why that is. Castlevania Dracula X, it just feels different. It looks beautiful. The soundtrack is amazing, if only because it's literally ripped off from Rondo of Blood. But this game, it's... Well, first of all, our main character here, the one who looks like he wears a turban, right? It looks like he wears a turban. It can't be just me. Anyways, Trevor. Oh, wait, no, shit. Shit, that's the wrong guy. Richter, there you go. Fan favorite Richter. He feels very sluggish. He feels somehow worse to control than Simon from the first Castlevania game for the Nintendo. So, yeah, that's a bit weird. I don't know why they made him feel so slow and sluggish, but that's just how he feels. Look at that cross. So chunky. Anyways, but it's not just Richter's walking that feels stiff and sluggish. There's other things too, like the way he jumps. It just feels weird. If you compare this Richter to like Rondo Blood Richter, he's like more fluid. This one not so much. I don't know why they couldn't just emulate what was there before, but it is what it is. Another thing is that Richter, he has this ability to backflip, and it's very difficult to do. Like, you have to double tap the jump button in order to do it. And it's just... why? Why is it so difficult? And it's not just how difficult it is. Also, like, when you perform it, it feels like it should have been much more... the backflip should have been much more taller than what it was. Anyways, we got our armored spearmen here. Quick tip, just be very cautious with them. These guys are really annoying. Yeah, you see? I got hit there. These guys are very annoying for first-time players. Actually, now that I think about it, the second stage is pretty annoying for first-time players. You got to deal with the... oh, look at that. I didn't even make the jump. You have to deal with a falling bridge while mermen are jumping up, and you could just die in an instant. You have to deal with these spearmen that spam their spear attacks, but not just spear attacks. They can also just hit you if they're underneath you or below you, and just pike your head, and that's really annoying to deal with. Ooh, how nice is that? I don't know what those guys are called, but they're kind of like dogs. They're not that bad either. You just... what I did there. Now these guys wail at them. They will cause you trouble if you don't. Anyways, I've talked about how this is just me testing out my skills with no notes, but also I just wanted to say, what's the story, huh? Who's Richter? Why is he wearing a turban? Why is this any important? Well, before we talk about that, actually we could talk about it. What am I talking about? It's the same story. It's Castlevania. It's a generational thing. Dracula's back again. You gotta kill Dracula. It's the same story. Anyways, we're in our second boss fight. This is the giant bat. I have a tip for you guys. It's best to hit him when he's in his giant bat form, very far away from you. If you don't, he's going to turn to many bats, like as you can see there, and he will be able to hit you for multiple times if you don't deal with him. So it's best to get the dagger or the cross if you manage to keep it, and to hit him from far away and then spam while hitting on him. Alright. I think I did an okay job there. Thank you for watching the first part of Castlevania Dracula X / Vampire Kiss. Until the next part.